Good afternoon. This is the news at 4:30. I'm Scott Wallace.
And I'm Melissa Fagan. Huddersfield drivers are demanding urgent action to solve traffic problems at the Great Northern Retail Park. Hundreds of drivers were stuck in stationary traffic at the weekend. Some motorists were stuck for up to an hour and a half at the retail park off Leeds Road. The council have said it is been considering solutions to the traffic problems. As the Christmas period is now upon us, drivers are concerned that as the retail park gets busier, traffic safety will be at risk. The design of the exit to the retail park is thought to be the root of the problem.
I don't have car, but when I pass from here, this street, I can see the cars are struggling, too much traffic.
I think the traffic situation around here is really bad. The lights take forever to change and it really puts you off coming here because at a weekend it's just dreadful and takes forever to even get into the retail park.
Traffic's terrible. You can't get out, hard to get in, and it's so worth going in the first place.
A Huddersfield man was stabbed in the early hours of Sunday morning in the town centre. The incident occurred outside the KFC restaurant on New Street, where the 23-year-old victim suffered a slash wound. A 16-year-old was arrested on a nearby street in connection to the attack. Crime involving weapons has recently increased in the Huddersfield area. Just a fortnight ago at Tokyo nightclub, a similar knife attack took place and some of Huddersfield's residents are concerned.
Retired, everybody liked him. He came down to Huddersfield one night, it was only a few weeks ago. Two lads did for him, he died in hospital. I think it's awful.
I think really that they should get longer sentences for it, instead of just getting you get a slap on wrist, don't you?
Hopefully the police can get on top of it and it could be a lot better.
The Church of England has said it is bewildered by the refusal to display an advert including the Lord's Prayer across UK cinemas. The ad was supposed to be shown before the new Star Wars film in the week leading up to Christmas. However, the DCM agency who handles cinema advertising, including the Odeon in Huddersfield, state that including religious endorsements is strictly forbidden in their terms. However, Reverend Simon Crook, the Assistant Curate of Huddersfield Parish Church, understands and agrees with the DCM's decision.
I would come down in favour of the cinemas. It puts them in a very difficult position. We know that if they were to play a advert featuring a certain political party, they would then have to put an advert in featuring other parties, and I think it's the same with religion.
West Yorkshire Police are investigating an allegation of rape over the weekend in Huddersfield. A detailed examination of Alder Street in Fartown has taken place, and a 36-year-old local man has been arrested following the accusation. We spoke to one local, suggesting there is no sense of community in the area.
Can't do that, because the people in the neighborhood want their own little paradise. You get it? So what you're finding here is a division. See, you're going to get no neighborhood watch here, because these people keep themselves to themselves.
Lloyds Bank in Westgate had to be evacuated this Saturday after a fire started due to a cigarette being dropped next to a cash machine. It is believed that a cigarette left a light on the floor set fire to rubbish that had accumulated on the street. Firefighters were called out to the scene at 12:30 p.m. and the building had to be evacuated for 30 minutes. A spokesman from the bank told the Examiner, There has been a build-up of rubbish in the street and we will be talking to the council about this to see if it can be all cleared.
That's what's causing fires, and plus the problem in Huddersfield is the cigarette butts and the chewing gum as well. And what they should do, they should get more wardens and, to be honest, start fining people. That's what they should be doing. And they're not doing enough for that, really. So if I was one of these town centre wardens, I would issue these tickets on the spot fines straight away.
A campaign has started in West Yorkshire to stop the next generation growing up with smoking. Smoking is the single greatest cause of early deaths in the UK, and almost 207,000 children start smoking every year. Support group Breathe 2025 are asking councils to encourage people to sign up and ensure the next generation will grow up in a fresh, smoke-free environment.
we do need to look at like underage people smoking. It's a massive issue because I mean I wouldn't want my kids doing it. I suppose I know when I went to school there's loads of people getting involved in it, and it's just I don't know, I think it's a bit of a dated thing now. I think people smoking. I think it's almost now cooler not to smoke.
Yorkshire has some of the highest pollution levels in the UK. People with asthma, heart problems and the elderly have been advised to reduce physical exertion and to keep track of public health advice. The Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs has said that the unusual levels of pollutants were caused by traffic fumes. Pharmacist Jill Hawksworth has argued there needs to be substantial evidence to confirm that air pollution contributes to premature deaths. Dr. Paul Humphreys from the Department of Chemical and Biological Science tells us about the health problems we face with pollution.
Issue, asthma, that sort of thing, so air pollution will exacerbate their symptoms.
Concern is growing over homeless people in the Huddersfield area as the cold weather draws in. According to the homeless organisation, there were only 4 rough sleepers in the whole of Kirklees in 2014, but these results have been questioned. Local charities such as Oxfam and the Salvation Army are helping as much as they can, but limited resources means support is still needed. We spoke to a charity in Huddersfield to ask how they are helping.
We are limited in the way we can help because we are a listening service, but our door is open when the branch is operating. Our door is open to anybody who needs support when they're in distress. And if somebody arrives and they're homeless and they're wet and they want to talk to somebody, obviously we are here to listen to them and support them as best we can.
The Huddersfield Contemporary Music Festival is now in full flow, with shows being performed around the town, including the university's Creative Arts Building. This afternoon, 9 solo guitar pieces were performed following an exhibition earlier today involving a family event called Music at Play. The festival will run until Sunday the 29th of November and will conclude with a concert at St Paul's Hall. The University of Huddersfield's Creative Arts Building is one of the many venues used, and highlights of this event included a performance of Derek Bailey's work by Alex Ward.
2 guitars, and then on Saturday there was a large ensemble playing various pieces, some by Derek, some by other improvisers. And all of these were the first performances by us of these pieces, and in many cases the first performances of the pieces at all.
Black Friday is right around the corner, but many shops have already started their sales. Shops and supermarkets are cutting prices early this week to avoid the mega rush on Friday. This is to prevent what happened last year after stores were bombarded with shoppers trying to grab a bargain. Shops around Huddersfield, including in the Kingsgate Centre, are extending their opening hours for the event. BHS in Huddersfield have started their preparations early.
We've started this morning with the Winter Spectacular that runs right through till next Monday.
Services at the train station will be affecting locals in the run-up to the Christmas period. Christmas shoppers will face delays over the weekend after a £20 million plan to improve the railways in Huddersfield began. Replacement bus services covering Saturday nights and Sunday mornings will run until the 5th of December this year. A valid train ticket will ensure a place on one of these replacement services, which are departing in front of the train station. Here's how it's affected locals around the Huddersfield area.
I saw there's like a huge line going around here going to buses, just full of people, and we didn't know what had happened until we got back.
Well, I work for Huddersfield Contemporary Music Festival, which is on at the moment, and I understand that there were train delays at the weekend, and that affected the travel of some of our international and national guests to the festival.
It keeps going further and further back, forward, yeah. So that annoys me. It's almost like they're kind of trying to give you false hope and then take it.
Weather now, and across West Yorkshire there will be highs of 7 degrees and lows of 5 degrees during the week. Over the next 3 days, we will be enduring high winds at speeds up to 15 miles per hour, with chances of some clear spells in the evenings. The Met Office have released a weather warning advising drivers to be careful as we may experience black ice on the roads in the next upcoming weeks. That's all for now.
We'll be back tomorrow, and until then, have a very good evening.